I was just about to say, try to fit it in. Yeah.
What up, y'all? Y'all already know what the fuck going on. It's me, Big Pooh, your favorite light skin, your favorite assistant, your favorite all around the board twin. Cause she definitely right here on the right side of me. She in front of me. She on the she right here. You know, everywhere. And we got
I have returned, you know what it is. Confidence TapN Tuesday. I'm tapped in, so you tap in.
for sure.
Hey, what's up, man? What's going on, man? It's your boy Gab, man. 1/3 of the Post Podcast, low kid, OG. A little bit of paraphernalia around here on TapN Tuesday. Starts right now. And let the people know who we here with, man.
Hey man, what's going on, everybody? This is Tawan Spencer, aka Mr. Lionhearted. I'm here, man. I'm ready. Let's get started. Let's have some conversation. Let's just talk. Let's talk business.
Most definitely, man. So, normally how we start TapN Tuesday, like we started Post. That's how Ian's Woods and shit. So, I'm gonna start with you. Far, you know what I'm saying? Far, you go. You pull one, and then we go get to the shit. So, what's going on? How was your weekend up?
My weekend was Sunday footage. Saturday, all the clips out. I posted them. I posted the long strip. But I think I put it on Pinterest page. I streamed directly to the page now. And I put that shit on everything.
Damn, get to the Patreon.
Anyways, my weekend was fire. I hosted Divine Day. Said shout out to Divine Day. Shout out to the whole. That was fire. So yeah, I hosted Divine Day, and then the rest of the weekend.
My weekend for no purpose. I tried to do as little as I could. I've been tired. I've been exhausted. Trying to set up a lot of different engagements. So this weekend I wanted to chill. Everything I needed it to be.
I ain't gonna fake, you know, we was together this shit. So Divine Day was cool. Green Beans Go was good. You feel me? We had a good conversation on in the post Saturday. Hey, look, I don't know what the fuck going on, y'all. Sorry, bro. That shit should have been posted. Every time I try to post it, it won't let me post that bitch. I'm gonna try to post that bitch this Saturday. You go get Saturday's episode on IG. I don't know what happened, bro. I don't know. I don't know if we said something wrong. I don't really know what it is. But it's gonna be on there. That's why you see I had the little clip. What was that? Saturday I put the little clip at the beginning of the bitch. That's all I could really do. I couldn't even push the whole drum. We gonna get that shit together, man. Go ahead, Pooh.
Can't do it.
I don't know what happened. I really don't know. Like, I really don't know what happened on that one, though. Like, that's one of the only lives we ever did that. Like, I'm talking about, I posted it and then it's talking about posted and then probably 10 minutes later, it failed. Like, I don't know what it is. The Wi-Fi ain't that fucked up at the crib.
Might need to get. But anyway, so the world knows you as Tawan Spencer or the Lionheart Foundation. I know you as Mr. Spencer. So if y'all get confused a little bit, he is Mr. Spencer to me. My kids know him as Mr. Spencer. So you know how it goes when the kids teach you a name, you just go on with the name, and that's what it is. So he's Mr. Spencer to me. So who is Mr. Spencer or Tawan, aka Tawan Spencer?
I'm not even gonna lie. Out of the questions that I seen, this probably was the hardest one for me to think about because, like she just said, everybody got idea of who you are, right? And I don't even want to try to sound deep and cryptic, but I feel like if you ask people I got problems with, I'm the arrogant, that I'm too cocky. You ask people like you ask these kids that I've mentored, I hope, you know what I'm saying. If you ask business partners, give them a direction. I'll put it like this, like I'm whoever I decide to be in whatever situation I'm in. And like I could be thoughtful, but I could be at that point where I don't really want to hear what you're talking about. The people that I shower with love, the people that I gotta be stern with. So I'm whoever I need to be in every situation that I'm in, but I'm always authentic. And I'm gonna leave that at that. I'm kind of tired of people playing with me, asking me that too.
That's fair.
Now, that being said, good.
Yes,
I
sir.
don't know the questions played out like that. My question is, I'm gonna pause that right there. They always want to kill the messenger. And I feel like y'all sending the wrong messenger. And you got that. I am who I am. I am what I need to be right now. If I don't need to be the person shit, person say shit. So, what you already know that you're gonna say. How did you figure out what you?
You know what? For me, the start of all of this was really learning myself. Like I speak with a lot of different individuals who do a lot of different things. They always got these big stories about this happening. It was this moment, and I ain't knocking nobody's stuff. For me, creating Lionhearted and building it on emotional regulation was I needed to regulate myself emotionally. The story was I was messed up. I had a lot of different things I had went through at the same time, and it was one of those situations where either you gonna really figure out who you is and what you gonna do, you're gonna be out here in the world struggling. I just really woke up one day and was like, man, I gotta be who I need to be, not who they telling me to be. Everything else was built on that. So I tell people like my story ain't I grew up in Buffalo, New York, and every hood you could imagine. When we came to Cleveland, Harvard, it was Claire, it was everywhere you could. I don't have that story of it just started off beautiful. And this came from I just was in a lot of situations and I decided I was gonna be who I needed to be, not who they told me to be, and that's where the blessing.
Everybody's just blind-hearted situation. They do it with body. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, you're going to get too hard. You see what I'm saying? So, with that being said, like, what is the main objective of blind? What's the main objective? And you're trying to make sure that this is what I'm trying to push with this.
If you look up Lionhearted in the dictionary, it means to be brave or courageous. My mentality was, I'm going to be brave and courageous, whatever it is life throwing at me. And what I needed people to understand about that is it didn't mean something hallmark. It really meant like you take these real situations you in. So I give you an example. I remember staying off of 139th of Union, walking to school one day. Had to be about 7:40, 7:50 in the morning. Somebody had got shot. Body covered, yellow tape out. I'm a kid going to school. You know, we see stuff. We so used to seeing it, we don't understand that it's traumatic. You know what I'm saying? So for me, being brave meant, how do you go back to that same hood, show them something different than what they used to? And then the pressure of, I grew up here, so I seen what y'all used to. So you know that there's an attachment to that. They view this as, this is life. It ain't nothing wrong with that. It's just the normal. And I'm saying like, nah, I'm going in rooms and I'm not able to perform the way I need to because they'll bring a kid out that'll talk about that. And I won't realize I'm still hurt from it until I hear them say it. So it was like one of those things. So for me, what I want people to get from Lionhearted is to be brave and courageous about the stuff they tell you it's not okay to talk about. And once you get on the other side of everything that's difficult in your life, that's when you'll really realize how raw you is. Like when you performing on stage, right? Like when you nervous, when you step out there, people can tell it. But once you go through those nerves and you realize, man, at the end of the day, the beat gonna start and then it's gonna end. And then somebody else gonna go. Once you get that realization that this is your moment to thrive in, not to be afraid of, your performance go to a whole nother spot. So I just learned how to do that in life, and that's what I want people to do. Take all that stuff and decide that it ain't gotta be the way they told me it gotta be. It's gonna be the way I make it. Then you just a whole different animal when you walk in the room.
Hey, man.
This sound like.
Nah, I'm not. I'm a cancer, man.
Hey, niggas cooking game. Hey, that season is on the way too, by the way. I'm just letting you know that, but yeah, man.
Yeah, June 24th, birthday, man.
You said 14?
June 24th.
24? Oh, yeah.
Yes, sir.
Mine's on the
Yes, sir.
16th. Mine's on the 16th.
Oh, no, let me know where the party at.
Yeah, because for real, I got a whole family reunion. It's a whole lot going on.
No, let me know.
It's crazy. I got you, though.
Family love me.
Okay. All right, so go ahead, pimp.
I'm familiar.
I got a lot of sons. I got a lot of experience, a lot of time. Yeah, I treat them all like my kids when they're at my house. When I say go, I don't care. I hear them cussing when they play basketball. I let it go, but when I step out and I'm like, y'all know I can hear you. I'm trying to give y'all time to realize that, but most of the stuff you do is be cool. But our core group is just the young. I don't really talk to the young girls. I don't say nothing. I don't go around. I try to get them to ages probably 16. After that, I had words for these. By 25, no, by 25, it's life for me. You ain't starting to make some moves by 25. You stuck there for the rest of your life. You ain't got to have nothing at 25. But if you are walking in the direction where you want to go, you'll eventually get there. But if you at 25 doing the same thing you doing graduating from high school,
I'm gonna be honest with you, man. You know, I would actually need you to come to talk to some of those 25-year-olds. And I get why you feel that way, but I remember turning 18, and that was when I started having a realization, like, whoa, you ain't really did shit with your life. And that was when I thought that. Then I turned 21, and I realized, like, okay, you said that, but it's still the same thing. I ain't nothing for real. Because to be honest with you, like, 17, I was coming out of Wendy Correctional Facility. You know what I'm saying? So I wasn't even really in that frame of mind. And that's when I ended up coming back to Cleveland. My mom's literally was like, nah, New York ain't working for you. You got to come here. But 25 is when I was like, hey, bro, like, you're getting a little old. You know what I'm saying? Like, so you on the same corner and you talking to homie 18 in front of the store. His mindset and mission is different. I'm 25. I'm like, nah, bro, I'm supposed to be, like, I'm watching people that's my age doing things, and they got motion, they got movement, even if they from the same block as me. So it wouldn't, that was the age where I was like, yo, bro, you got to at least try to put yourself around people. Like, when people see Lionheart, they see my polish and how I move, and they think it's something that's been going on for a long time. Lionheart was created 2022, 2026. So all you got to do is lock in on the mission, and life changes. But I had to commit to something different. So that's what I would say, like, you got to understand, like, and I know you know, because we done all been in these situations. Everybody in this room done been in different neighborhoods, so you know you get programmed to think away. So all it took was at 25, somebody being like, hey, bro, you don't feel like you too smart for this? I'd be like, man, what you talking about? Like, I thought I was doing good. I was still making money, doing it. Like, you ain't tired of being worried about what's going to happen to you? You know what I'm saying? Like, you out here, you know what I'm saying? You moving in a way that don't represent who you actually can be. To represent who people told you to be. So I ain't trying to tell you to navigate spaces different, but what I will say is you have enough value and enough confidence and enough know-how, that authenticity from the streets, to where a 25-year-old would listen to you. It's just learning what to say to them. And that's what I do when I bring those people in to communicate with them. It's somebody who can only hear strong. So I'm trying to get you to understand. The same way them dudes feel like they won't listen. Like if I go to a youth engagement thing out of prison, I do way better than whatever doctor is in there. Because by the time we finish having dialogue, oh man, you did what at 17? Oh man, I could tell the way you was talking that you came from. Everybody not intimidated by that. That just means it's some people that can't handle you. But it's some people who need you. They need that when you talk to them. So I ain't, we can talk about that some off camera, because me and you done talk plenty of times, but I would need people to understand that it's kind of like shoe sizes. Everybody don't fit the same size. Some people need raw. Some people need rugged. Some people need you to be a little softer with them. But every tool is useful in building a house. You understand what I'm saying? So don't ever put yourself in the box of, nah, you need it, bro. I guarantee you need it. All right, I'm done. That's it. I just said, bro, like, we talking about it.
Like I do with us, I talk to everybody. Especially
yeah.
I see
you. Yeah.
Like when I was on the live, the little boy walked past my house and scoped out my car. I'm sitting in the room. I'm on the live, we talking. He walking up, he like, bag up.
What did you say to him? Okay. Okay.
He gonna find out.
I got you.
I will go knock on your door and talk to your parents.
People need that though.
I got 3 sons in here. I have my son push him down. They're with my car.
I didn't listen to somebody that was compassionate with me. The people that got me on the mission that I needed to be on was the dudes that got in my face and was like, hey, bro, I'm talking about grab you by your collar, bro, chill out. Like, that's who I listened to, because anybody else at that time, to me, you didn't understand where I came from to be able to talk to me about where I was going. And that's the only reason I'm saying that, because it was like I needed that. So now, even though I've learned how to give the delivery in different spaces, I get in rooms with I mean, if I'm talking to a young man that's 17 and he done been in jail 4 times, done been shot 6, I can't be compassionate with him. He needs raw. That's what he needs. So I don't ever think.
Like me coming up, the older dudes, they made me not want to be. Hey, you gonna have to move around. What you mean?
No,
You
this
can't
is
post
tough,
up
man.
right here. What you mean? I can't post up. You posted up right here.
Yeah.
No, look, dude. But I was this size at 14. So
You was that size at 14?
yeah.
Big dude,
Hey,
man.
who you talking to?
Hey.
You need to move around. No, you need to move around. You're gonna have to make me.
I got you.
And the fact that you were supposed to be older than me. Why is you talking to me like, first of all, you don't know enough about me. And me, for the people younger than me, get the fuck away from here. I had my little homie, he became my little homie because his mother came and whooped his ass on the block. I chased him home. Go home. Go home. Your mother can't make you go home. I'm gonna stop trying. I can't make you go home. This is where the fuck you want to be. You're willing to take ass whoopings for it. I can't make you go home. Your mama can't do it.
Real too.
So, I'm talking to them older dudes that was trying to OG me. Yeah. It wasn't my OG, the old dude who worked and got a pension, got a family, and he got a house. I'm trying to figure out how to get what you got. How can I get there? Well, you gotta go do this. But you see how people react to me when you gotta calm down or find another way. Them the dudes I listen to. I wouldn't listen to the people. People in my lane ain't right. Ain't none of them right. They gonna snake me if they get the chance to snake me. They gonna stick me if they get the chance to stick me. I live no huff. I watch guys shoot dice with you, rob you, come back and smoke with you. You can't do that to me.
I feel you. Yeah, we got to talk on camera, man. Yeah, I understand. I understand.
All right, so
Hey,
Hey,
was in there like, all right,
with all this explaining, so explain and tell us what made you.
Adversity. I was just telling one of my homies, adversity is God used to fund your purpose. Bottom line. And you go through. So for me, like, you know, I could talk accolades and all that other stuff. And I mean, it's a time for that. You know, I done did some dope stuff, been in dope places, and won awards and whatever, man. But the thing that gets me in every room and allows me to connect with every person, the stories of what I done made it through. You know, for me, that's the golden part. That's the part that built my character. The stuff you was just talking about. When you come from those situations, I appreciate life because I seen a lot of death. I appreciate freedom because I just spent time behind bars. Like, it's a lot of, like, when you, even with the kids, like, where Putin on me from, it's like being able to see people that want to love on you but don't really understand love. So it's like one of those things where how you move with them creates the reality for what love look like. So now I got a different level of accountability to myself because I get to show them that you can still be a man that move with integrity, that don't let people play with you. I can still be the person that, hey man, Mr. Spencer, I need a hug, and ain't nothing weird about that. You can just come over there and like, man, this happened to me. Like, you ain't gotta go through the stuff that I went through when I was growing up, where I acted like ain't nothing fazed me until it was time for me to be in situations and I ain't know how to move. Yeah, I ain't know how to navigate them because I wasn't taught that. And that's the weird thing I think about being, especially for the young boys, why I get on them the way I do, because it's this weird thing where you grow up and everybody tell you you're supposed to look like a man, do this like a man, and do these things, right? So you trying to figure this out, you grow up and you get older, and then it's like this weird point where when you hit adulthood, all the compassion for you dies. But you wasn't never really experiencing compassion growing up in the first place. So now life has been hard for you, not because of the actual issues, but just your emotional management as a young person. And then you turn into an adult and don't nobody care about nothing about how you feel. That ain't on nobody priority. And I don't even get mad at the women the same way no more because they've never been taught that. I go have conversations with boys that's 14 years old and I'll go do a seminar and it'll be men in there in 60. And all of them struggle with feeling valuable outside of what they do. Everybody. So for me, like when you have these conversations, I get to see like, bro, this is a problem in our community for real. This bigger than your last album. This bigger than whatever your baddest chick is. This bigger than whatever your car costs. Like 14 to 60 saying the same thing. They ain't even nowhere near the same generational space. That ain't even nowhere. So for me, you gotta learn from the adversity, because that's the thing that made me, man, let me make this program. Let me get this curriculum. So now when I go in there, I'm not just telling them, read this book and such did this. When I talk to them about emotional management, it's not just from the X's and O's. That's important. But it's from, I was really out here. So I know what it's like when you're trying to manage how you feel, and you got to pick between being real with what you feel on the inside and keeping your image a certain way when you navigate in the hood too. Like, I know what that's like, so the curriculum got to meet in that space when we're trying to talk to young men that's out in the hood. Like, you can't just tell them, oh, you got to talk about how you feel, because where is it safe for them to do that at? Now, when I hear that from you, when you a little boy, get up, stop crying. But then when you become a man, you don't just get to go up to every woman and just be talking about how you feel all the time. And it ain't even because they trying to say F you. They ain't seen that. They don't, come on. They don't know how to respond to that.
And even the ones that do not respond, my wife told me, my best friend said, open up to you, fill out my emotions. She said, hey, you go holler at Smooth.
Dang.
Because that's going to make her look at me differently.
That's real though.
My wife said, oh, talk to my husband. That means you don't exist no more.
Okay.
She's not turning back. She's not.
Okay.
Talk to my husband. I'm out of this situation.
Okay.
So, I'm not, I can't look at you different. She still looking at me like the same dude she met when she met me. So, when they don't look at you the same, ain't no more. And get the reaction that you got when you came in and said, hey, when that don't work.
Yeah.
This is the thing I want to ask you. Now, a lot of this conversation got emotional talking about that. So, I want to know, like, how important is that? I think you kind of been breaking it down, like, slowly but surely, and like in this conversation we having this shit. But let's get a little bit more in depth with how important that is for somebody who went from day one, life, navigating through life.
I'm gonna be real, because most of the time, if you're not practicing and stuff, and I say practicing, that's like, before I go into that real quick, like practicing, because people get this idea that emotional regulation look like some sense of perfection, and that's not what it is. Like, this is something you practice day to day. But I tell people it's just as important as the emotional dysregulation that you see on a day to day. You see people go to 10 for absolutely no reason. For no reason. Every day. You have if you dating, you know what I'm saying? You have I use this example all the time when I have this conversation. If you dating and you talking to a woman, and let's say you about your business, you got motion, and when she come around, you think she's special. So you put your phone on silent, you do everything you can to focus on the woman in front of you. If she comes from a situation where she done had her feelings hurt, been lied to, cheated on, the fact that your phone's silent,
that's a problem.
You doing dirt. Why you ain't got your phone on? Why you ain't doing that? See what I'm saying? In your brain, you thinking, I'm focusing on her.
Yeah.
But in her brain, she's seeing it as, no, the last dude who was doing that.
Yeah, like 5, 6 different females.
This is what he was doing.
Yeah,
I understand that
I'm
on
already
both ends, but
for sure.
my answer is, pay this bill.
But listen.
You can't do that all the time.
But listen, that's what I'm saying. But sometimes when you say shit, like, I respect what he's saying.
Look,
but it's like, you talking
my phone ain't got no lock on it.
Yeah.
So if you want to go through it, you want to look through it, you're going to look through it and you're going to find something. You know what you're going to find? That I can't trust you. My phone ain't locked. So you going through my phone no matter what you find. You shouldn't have been going through my stuff.
And I don't think that you're wrong for feeling that way. And I think this is where, so like for me, no, like I look at emotional regulation like it's almost like it's fluid, like it's water, right? Like, and the thing is to be able to catch it. So if I'm in a situation and sure you feel like that, I don't mind communicating that, but I also understand what you're saying about boundaries. So the first time it happened, I let her know, like, hey man, I imagine you probably been through some things. Look, like you said, this the code, this whatever the situation is. The phone is here. You can do whatever. I'm putting it down because I'm trying to focus on you. Because I'm telling you, any woman that is dealing with me today, that is one of the biggest issues. I am busy. Even when I'm at the house and I'm supposed to have free time, whether it's editing a video, making a post, man, I put that down so I can focus. It took a lot to be like, all right, I'm going to get to this later. Because I promise you, I'll walk past the table, start trying to pull it back. All right, I'm going to do this, and then I got to intentionally do that. So this is why you got to be able to talk when you ask day to day. Because now what I learned is, here's what I'm going to convey to you. If you still offended, after I let you know, like, hey, this is what I got going on, this is my boundaries. It ain't no disrespect, it's just let you know that this ain't gonna work for me. I'd rather get to that spot before we get to somebody keying somebody's car, somebody worried about who. I could just talk to shorty. Yeah, she know this is my phone. She knew that was my phone bill when she was feeling the way about it. So that ain't about to answer nothing. We gonna, now she feel like in her mind, and that's what I'm saying, like as men, we got to be able to understand and navigate these situations. Everything you said is correct, but in her mind, that's deflection. That's me not caring about how she feel. Those are all those things. If I can't deal with that, I'm gonna tell her go ahead and do her thing. But if I got respect for her, I'm gonna talk to her that one time. But if she disrespected boundaries, trust me, emotional regulation is also learning when to say no. Yeah, I'll let you go real quick. I'm not about to fight with you. I don't do none of that.
I even got short questions. It ain't not just a relationship with females. I can apologize for stuff that it ain't my fault.
For sure. For sure.
My fault. We gonna.
Yeah.
I'll take it on the chin.
Yeah.
So boy,
That's it. That's all it is.
And, but sometimes, like having understanding is really more important than you taking. You know what I'm saying? Like if, like just like Twan said, right? If I'm explaining what my boundaries is, hearing what I'm saying, and it's some understanding as to, all right, this nigga like having his phone on silent because he did to me. She understand. You see what I'm saying? So once that happens, it's like, all right, cool. Like it ain't nothing else to go. Understanding be a thing that be missing a lot. Even I feel like we talk to people, say they understand, but sometimes they do things that make you feel like they don't get it.
I don't think people actually, when you do, and that's why I said once I break that down to you, and you still acting like a nut. That's what I'm getting, because some people not really seeking understanding, they seeking validation. Like they want you to tell them that what they feel is correct. No matter how much you explain, like I meant it, like, and that's usually my thing of trying to figure out who I'm dealing with. Once I sit down and I explain, no, baby, that wasn't that. I'm trying to focus. I'm busy, and I done been in situations where shorty will look at the phone and she'll see 87 text messages. Do you really want me to be trying to respond to all 87 of these messages while you sitting over here? Now the problem is I'm on my phone who I'm talking to. So what I'm saying is I'm putting it down so I can lock in on you. If you have a problem with me locking in on you, you ain't the woman for me. Because I'm not about to spend no energy trying to convince you I'm not something while still trying to build a brand. Like I don't got the capacity for that. And that's why like people, and I had this problem a lot, whether it's dating or even trying to partner with different people in the community. Because you realize a lot of this ain't about progression, it's about ego. And so even when you dating and you doing it, it's ego. I'm not tripping. Your ego can't handle somebody being able to say to you, hey man, I don't really rock with that. That's not what I'm doing. You have not been through enough experiences where people tell you no and you still navigate the way you're supposed to. That's not my responsibility to do that with you.
That's what tap in Tuesday right here.
Yeah,
Y'all niggas ain't, y'all ain't tapped into this combo. I don't know where the fuck at, nigga.
That right there is now my approach. At the bottom line, I don't start off like that. But eventually, it gets to that. Even when I go through this with my sons in school, they school be on some fuck shit, and I try to be memorable to some point where they give me, hey, look, this is what it's gonna be. Yeah. But I know I should have came out like that from the jump, and that's what it would have been. But I'm tired that we have to act like that in order to resolve a problem. I'm gonna accommodate you from my end. To if you gotta accommodate me too. Like my second son, he talk a lot. I was like, so the problem is you talking? You're not being malicious. He's not doing nothing. I'm his parent. I can't get him to shut up. What we gonna do?
And see, for me, when I run into kids like that, my thing is whatever programs we got where they gotta address the room, those are people that's talking. Like it's like that's how you navigate that. Yeah, but you know, but that's the difference though. Like a lot of the schools, the curriculum is not built, and this is what people got to understand. The curriculum is not built to take your kid to another level. It's built to train your child to be a certain type of way. The schools and all of these other systems is built to make good employees. So if you got a child or somebody, in your life that's trying to elevate to a different space, understand you have to seek different environments to put them in. School is not going to teach your kid that talk too much how to say things purposely. They're going to teach them how to be quiet when somebody else is talking. And if you know not only just your child, but the children in our neighborhoods, very, very powerful. They always got a lot to say. They're not afraid to speak their mind. So you not about to, like, they're not going to do well in those systems. So it's like, for me, that's part of building a community and putting them in different spaces so they can do that. But I wouldn't get mad. That's like when people talk about racism and all this other stuff. I would never get mad at people who built stuff off of treating my ancestors a certain type of way at them still doing it. I think something wrong with the people that's waiting on them to do something different. They ain't never got a history of change or nothing. So for me, I'm not waiting on you to do that, man. I'm going to lock in and do what I need to do. And then we're going to navigate that space. But I'm not about to, like, to me, that's the same. Yeah, until then, I'm going to just lock in on the people that I got in my community, and I'm going to teach them how to be dope. That's the only thing we got going over here. And that's back to the point of what Lionhearted is in that mission. Be brave and courageous about whatever it is that's going on in your life. Ain't no more of that.
My next question is, what we doing in the community?
So we got, I got the event. Shout out to Joy, Rico, Boomer. They doing on the 21st of June. It's gonna be a Father's Day Unity Fest football game. I believe it's at 3:30 p.m. We're gonna be out there. It's gonna be football. It's gonna be music. It's gonna be community. I ain't asking nobody to bring in nothing. I'll be out there. For people that's looking to do stuff on the Lionhearted mission, I would tell everybody stay tapped in. I got some stuff brewing, but I can't talk about it yet contractually. So I got to make sure that everything goes. But what I will say is I'm interested in creating programs and experiences that do the stuff that we talking about. And as dope as that sound, because it's not indoctrinated, because it's not what they want me to do, I run into a lot of people, some that are in the community active right now, that have problems with that. So I tell people, like, it's a lot of fighting that go on behind the scenes that people have no idea. So when and I'm going to say this, and then I'll be done. Because people send me a lot of messages, man, you should collaborate with, you should work with. If I'm not working with them, it's intentional. Don't ask me no more about working with whoever you don't see me working with. It's because I don't want to. It's a lot of cameras. I don't know where I need to look. It's because I'm not, it's because I don't want to work, because y'all know what they sell y'all. I know what we meeting about. And so I'm not interested in working with a lot of the people that they want me to work with. So tap in, go to I got the lionhearted.org, TawanSpencer.org, but Instagram, Facebook, all of those things, I'm getting better at posting all of that stuff. We got some stuff going on. It's just, I can't talk about everything contractually right now. But understand, the summer lit. Go for sure.
All right, so this is the question I want to ask you. You won't be on the Player T-shirt Friday, correct?
Yes, I am.
All right, shout out to Player T.
Shout out to Player T.
So I seen the clip that had the nigga E-Rock Beats and Honesty Blade.
They was just rapping.
They was really rapping.
Rapping.
But I know, but I know you got ties with the hip hop, with the music. So when did you fall in love with hip hop?
Man, I was doing music before I started doing it.
So when you fell in love,
I'm gonna say,
like, what happened? Like
grade school, beating on the table like everybody else in the cafeteria. I ain't found out that I knew how to sing until I had somebody that was supposed to do a hook. They ain't do it. I was beating on the table. My mom's walked past. She was like, "Who's that?" I'm like, "That was me." She was like, "Oh, you sing?" I'm like, "Yeah." She was like, "That sounded good." I kept walking. Ever since then, and you can't tell me nothing, bro. So, for me, the love for this is that I remember being in Buffalo, New York, and I'd be on the corner with some of my OGs and that rap. That's when I got introduced to freestyle. Like, I would watch these dudes, and I thought it was amazing. Like, a car would go past, and they'd start rapping about the color. Or a bird, or somebody wearing a shirt, and I would hear them, like, off the top, just do this. And I'm like, hey, like, so for me, the root of that for me is that. And ultimately, like, music is emotional regulation and expression. All of this stuff is that. I was just at this conference, and they was like, man, the problem with this music stuff is when we listen to hip hop, all they talk about is the drama and the shooting and the violence. And yeah, it's an element of hip hop that is that, but I tell people how you look getting mad at them expressing what they go through and not being mad that they go through it. So for me, like it's like getting mad at an artist for painting a picture using certain colors. We rapping and talking and singing about realities that we live in. Man, I'm trying to tell you, like you can't, y'all tried to censor our lives and put us in worse situations than what we was in before. Now y'all trying to do the same with the music, and you wondering why it don't connect the same way. So just to answer it directly, like for me, that was the first thing I fell in love with, and it's the thing that I've been doing. And I rap, man. And like I said, obviously, if y'all got time, pull up to the Player T joint. But I'll be starting off with Back Again with them, and then at the end, I'll be closing with How It Was. But I rap. I mean that like I'm up here talking about one thing, but we really I ain't uncomfortable rapping with nobody.
Hell yeah, for sure.
And I love everybody in the city, but I don't feel no type of way. If it's I was just telling my friends that. I was like, oh man, we want you to do a feature. Do your best when you write. Because for me, like my mentality is when we get on there, everybody fool. And I love you. But I feel like if you getting on the song with somebody and you don't have that mentality like we was talking about earlier, when you walk out there, you can see it. Yeah. Some people not even good, but their energy's so good that it's like, man, I would have listened to this person. But I'm on that type of time, man. I love this.
Yeah, I feel it for sure.
Before I ask my last question, okay, so Lion Hardy been tapped in.
Sheesh.
So I remember the rap.
Wow.
I'm glad that you invited it outside to them, so now I can say something. Okay. So I remembered the rapping. Do you see yourself coming back outside for real? Do you see an EP, something like that? Because I can see. I'm always speaking to. I don't know why I got this cool Cleo shit going on, but I can see rappers, like not rapper. Yeah. I could see like see you that's speaking. I ain't heard that yet. You know how they be doing the affirmation songs and shit like that, but I can see you rapping to actually.
I'm gonna be honest. I mean, you might be on to something. I ain't even,
ain't even thought about it.
Yeah, because you know what the thing is it's this weird, like what I've been, the reason why I haven't been dropping music, it ain't because I haven't been writing, because I promise you I got a notebook full of, so it ain't about none of that. It's been, like I said, with building Lionheart, it has been really about me building myself. So it's like, it's been difficult because I wear a lot of different hats, whether it's the rapping, the acting, the community stuff, the speaking, it's a lot of different things. But what I will say to answer your question, not only is music coming, y'all about to get hit with a crazy amount of features. And I always tell people when I start bodying other people's tracks, it's because I'm about to get ready to release my own. So for me, I ain't gonna lie. Like,
don't let this nigga practice on your mix. Don't let him practice on you.
It's not only is the album coming, but I'm not gonna lie, like, and I might need to clip this because that might be an intro for that, because I think that would be dope. And I think music is something that our community, especially our youth, really connect with. That's something that they really rock with. So it's about finding that thing where it's raw, it's something that people can rock with, they can vibe with, but I think it's real important that the music be nice too. Like a lot of times when you hear that, you get that vibe and it be corny. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not on that. But I will say outside of that, the music that's coming, I got about 3 different tracks that I've been featured on that's about to get ready to be released. Major distribution. Who I got a shout out? Think, Ange, Gazzo. We on the clock. We got work to do. You know what I'm saying? So for me, it's like it's not a thing that people will be surprised with that know me. When it drop, it's gonna be like, yeah, we've been trying to tell y'all. So as soon as that, and I think, give me after my birthday, you're gonna start seeing a lot more music things. I've been picking up on them. Shout out to the Apollo and all them other things that I've been hitting those stages and kind of getting my practice in. But like he said, practice, do something different. So Yeah, same energy I put on this other stuff, I'm gonna be putting that energy into the music.
All right, so wait. So the name. So what name are you coming with? I am Tawan Spencer.
I think I feel like I'm gonna just stay Tawan, man.
Oh, just Tawan.
Just Tawan. I don't even wanna. You know what I'm saying? I look at it. I look at it like it's like one of those things where one of my biggest. I don't know if y'all familiar with him, but L.A. Russell. He been doing, and what I love about his thing is whether he talking to you in an interview or he going on a stage, everything feel like him. Everything felt like I was watching a clip where he was rapping, and I don't know what the young man's situation was. I think he had like some type of special needs or something going on where he was on stage. He was really singing this man's song, and he had this moment where he handed him the mic, and dude really started rapping it, and you could see like the shot on dude's face, like no. So I live for stuff like that. Like I understand when I was a young man watching my OGs rap, it was like magic happening with people's words. And for me, I want to try to give people that moment, to really try to facilitate that type of thing. So, nah, man, like she said, the people who know me understand, like, this is something new to y'all. This ain't new for me. So I don't feel like I'm a rookie coming to get on nobody's stage. I feel like y'all just don't. So even when I perform, y'all don't know me. But by the time I finish my set, y'all, God dang, like, yeah. Oh, hey, man, I'm definitely one of those when it comes to music, you give me an inch, I'm taking whatever else you use to put that inch out. Like it's certain things that I got a mentality where it's like eat at. When it comes to my daughter, it's a different type of version of me. And when it comes to these kids that I deal with, it's a different type of version of me. But when it comes to the music, I ain't there. That's not one of those things I had to figure out whether or not I'm supposed to be at the table. I'm trying to figure out why the rest of y'all there. Saying like that's my mentality because you ain't, and I feel like that's the attitude you're supposed to have. I don't care whether you rap or you sing. You feeling lucky to be in the room, you ain't ready for the room yet. Because I don't believe you walk somewhere on accident. Whatever it is you're doing, you purpose to do it. So you ain't gonna convince me I ain't supposed to be in there. Anybody that feel a way about me having that posture, respect to you, you just ain't supposed to be a part of my team. And I still want to see you eat. Just not at this table. I'm offended if you pull up a chair to this table and you acting surprised that I'm talking how I'm talking. And it ain't just about being arrogant. If you go to my house and I pull out them notebooks and you see like, man, this man raps like he write books, you would understand why I feel the way I feel. I'm not here to get lucky. Like that's not, I ain't doing that. You don't get lucky when you prepare. Like you know what I'm saying? So it's the same respect people would have for me speaking. I'm telling you, when I come to music, I'm not waiting on you to tell me I'm good at what I'm doing.
All right. So what does the next 5 years look like for you?
The next 5 years look like I need buildings with Lionhearted or Spencer at the top of them in New York City. It look like multiple divisions for things. I'm not looking to just be whatever it is people used to. I want to be able to put my family in positions to work. The next 5 years look like this stuff I already got. I'm working on now with the city of Cleveland. The next 5 years look like they see me doing things. They go, oh man, you know what? I used to be on the block with Tawan, and he really in that room. The next 5 years look like the people that I'm connected with running out of excuses because I motivated them to feel like they could do something else. If you can watch me do it and I don't hide my raggedy, ain't no reason for you to not be able to go ahead and do that thing. So it looked like evolving Lionhearted. That's why we shifted from the youth, just the community aspect to that emotional regulation. Because what I realized is, man, I'm going to schools, K through 12, colleges, and I got something that we're trying to set up right now with I can talk about with the Cleveland Police Department where we're doing emotional regulation with officers. Like, and so to me, that's probably one of the hardest things I'd have never did in my life, to be able to get in the room and talk to the officers and go, hey man, this is what y'all need to work on so they can see y'all different. It's so it's that going into hospitals and going with nurses and doctors. Like even right now, I got an interview that I'm setting up that'll be released on the 28th with a doctor now, and it's like imagine going to an actual doctor and them talking to you like, "Hey, bro, tell me what you know." You know what I'm saying? Like, and that, like, to me, that's like, I done did a lot of stuff, street side and business side, that it's like, I thought was dope. But for me, when you sit in the room and all of those different hats is like, tell me what you know. It's like, I just want everybody to feel like that's possible. Like, I really want them to understand, like, you can come from where you come from and be the expert when you sit in these rooms. Like, they waiting on you to do whatever it is that you fired up about doing. The only thing that's stopping you from doing that is you. So the next 5 years look like, man, we out of excuses. It look like accountability. Because it's a lot of people we celebrating for what they doing, community efforts, X, Y, and Z. Y'all been doing the same thing for the past 5 years. You know what I'm saying? Like, how many cookouts we gotta have before the reading rate change in your neighborhood? How many cookouts we gotta have before people stop shooting each other? So I'm saying, like, my thing is this, like, if me putting the fire to you make you move different, then move different. If you gotta be mad at me when you do that, then do that. But I, like, man, 5 years from now, man, Lionhearted is, it's divisions, it's hiring people, it's all types of stuff, man. I'm not out here, I don't wanna play no more. I'm 35. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm 35 years old. So 5 years from now, I'm 40. That means at that, it's buildings for Lionhearted, and other people are going out to do what I do. And I sit back and train and coach and travel. It looks like international stuff. That's why I'm telling y'all, I hate when I go do shows and I can't say everything because there's so much stuff that we working out, but it's like, man, I'm telling you, man, I'm gonna make the hood and the people that I love proud, not just because, I don't even want to get emotional, but it's like, I became what I was looking for. You know what I'm saying? And I want people to understand, like, no matter where you came from, that's what you can do. So that's what the next 5 years look like. It look like all this talk coming into fruition, and it look like motivating everybody to do something amazing. It look like skyscrapers, it look like buildings, it look like, damn, he really did it. That's what I'm on. Appreciate you.
Hopefully, say what you gotta say, man. Like, I done ran into you a few times this year, and I ain't never really had a chance. To your face up. I want to tell you, bro. I really appreciate your words that you came from you. Really shit. There was a lot of shit going on. A lot of people had a lot of shit to say around that time. A lot of different shit. But when I seen you though, it's like it was needed. I needed to hear. I wanted to hear it. I needed to hear it. Like I can't really speak for what I think Pooh needed.
I sent the real out and came back in and said yes. Tell me.
That was just like I'm telling you, like you
I
was
said
going
I
through
need you to do me a favor. He said I ain't gonna be
so
able to
much,
make it
bro.
here, but
Like
I
I
got
ain't
you.
gonna lie to you, like that shit was just a blur, bro. You know what I'm saying?
I wanted him to come to the balloon release.
Yeah.
And he said he wouldn't be here to make it, but
You know what the thing with Emmy, and it's crazy because I don't. First of all, there's a lot of people talking like they knew Emmy.
Yeah.
In ways that did.
But
you know what I'm saying? I don't want to make it like that. I don't want to make it like that. So for me, it was weird. But one of the things that she said before we lost her to me, and that's the part that did something for me that touched me the same way that you having this conversation with me now. When we talked, she was like, I just want you to understand, like she really was telling me, like, yo, I'll be watching you different. And that was the thing, like, it take a lot to get to a point where you okay with being different. And for Emmy was one of the first couple of people that really came up to me and was like, yo, I see you and you need to stay that way. Like you really need to, like, and for me, she ain't have to say that. That wasn't no situation where she needed to come and tell me that.
hold on, Justice.
When she told me that, it really spoke to me in that way. Like she said, when she reached out to me, it was like, I'm not out here acting like I've known her as long as everybody else had. What I do know is she have to come out and say that to me. We talked about collabing in the future. You know, I can't imagine what the people that spent day to day talking to her on a day to day felt like, but I know even for me, go from her speaking life into me to talking about potentially collabing for videos, skits and different things like that, and coming out to support, and then to get that news. It was like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, and when I seen everybody posting, and I seen it was, I feel like this, and all of a sudden everybody had the best relationship on the planet with her, it was like what I didn't take it as, yeah, I thought it was corny. I ain't gonna lie to you. I thought it was corny, but my biggest thing was people handle grief differently. Everybody handle grief differently, and I think in those moments, you gotta be an anchor. Somebody gotta be like, hey, yo, bro, come on, man. Like, it's okay for y'all to be, but you ain't gotta do that. And then shout out to her family, and everybody that's even in this room, because that lets you know your impact and your legacy. When people just feel like they gotta have something to say or be a part of something that you left behind, That show you how powerful you is. So at the end of the day, and I mean, I didn't even get to get the clip because I had a videographer that was supposed to be recording me at a keynote. Because I told you when I get up in that keynote, I was gonna shout her out. And my videographer was trash. I ain't gonna say their name either, but I didn't get the clip. But I like, for me, it was like, what can I do? And when I stood up there and I was talking about community impact, man, I took probably about 5 minutes in this keynote just talk about impact, life, and community, and honor her in a way that felt good to me. And I'm grateful, honestly, at this point that I didn't have a clip, because everything you ain't supposed to do for it. Some stuff you do because it's authentic and it's who you is. So for me to be able to stand up in that room full of strangers, tell my side of that story, to make sure that people was aware of what she went through, like it was hard and touched people's lives. And for me, that's what it was. Like, for her to come to me and be like, she showed me love, man. Like, I'm like, dude, you rap, you sing, you got the look, you be out here talking, you need to make sure you do, if it's something I could do to help. And for her to say that, and I got people that say that they down, and they don't do any of that. You know what I'm saying? And she ain't gotta do it. She did it just because it was like, I see you.
It was natural.
Yeah, man. Like, I'm telling people, man, they have no idea. Like, whatever y'all think Emmy was, if you actually took the time to have a conversation with her and get to know her, you'll understand she was way better than whatever you thought you was. And I don't care what your relationship, what your situation was, whatever the last, it don't even matter. Sometimes you got to look past that. You got to understand, like, sometimes it's people's soul that you deal with. And she was a soulful woman. And I ain't got nothing but love for her and everybody connected to her. And I appreciate you saying that, because I didn't get a chance to really articulate that.
That's what I'm saying. We've been moving and grooving, and then when we see, and then when we ran into each other, we still moving and grooving. But it's like, I sat down, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I appreciate you.
It's something I ain't want to. That's some shit I ain't want to send on no text message. But it's like,
no, I appreciate.
But it's like, at the end of the day, I put it to you like this: like, we was blacked out. I seen that shit posted. You was probably one of the only people that we really posted. I really posted. We was talking about.
I was not sharing. Y'all was.
I was not. I was not
sharing.
Everybody said that. This is the kind of shit I wouldn't just post it anymore.
Hey, I knew you was at your breaking point, because I forget, it was something you said when you was like, y'all talk about such and such, like dude still ain't. And I was like,
and they was like, you can't say that. I'm like, man,
but I mean, you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. It's like, but this is the thing, like, everybody grieve different, but reality is reality. Like, and that's my thing. Like, it's kind of like you trying to paint the image of what something is, and not understanding that, like, Emmy had people that really connected to it. So yeah, you telling me how I'm supposed to talk, but it don't change how I feel. And that was my thing. Like, man, y'all, when I seen it, I'm like, people gonna continue to feel the way. My thing is, I'm just trying to create. It's a quote I'm gonna say, and then we can close out from there. It's a quote I say everything. I say, you are not responsible for anybody's individual healing, but you are responsible for creating an environment for people to heal in. And that's the mentality that I move with. It's like, I'm gonna create a space to where y'all understand it's okay to talk, but I'm not about to police nobody conversation. She not wrong for what she said, because it's real, even if it hurt your feelings. There is the reality behind that, because y'all, the way y'all sharing it, it's like, and I still want to be careful, but y'all talking like everybody was a victim to circumstance, and that's not true. Some stuff is unfortunate, but some people were victims to decisions they made. And some people were victims to circumstance. They were just wrong place, wrong time. That's it. So it's like, you got to understand that when people are grieving and they're healing, that it's okay for them to be authentic with how they feel about the situation. So when you said that people was telling you not to, what I said was about time. Somebody got it, because that's where the healing comes from. I'm not about to fake so y'all can be like, oh yeah, cool.
I think why people feel the way they on my behalf and the rest of NdAPost, whatever, we appreciate that you loved her.
I just don't want her. Like, it's certain shit I was like, it's cool to be real though, but once you be real in certain things, people like you said earlier, people like to take things that may be broad and they like to make it personal, but it ain't even personal.
Just go sit down.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't personal at all. It's like, this is how I truly feel right now, and y'all acting like it, and this is what I see, so I'm gonna say that. People take it personal, it's like, no, it ain't personal, bro. That's what the reason why I say you gotta like, especially in this internet. Sometimes it's like it's not like I want to regulate what I'm saying, but it's like I gotta watch it because people like to take things personal. They ain't about it.
But what the old folks say, man, only hit dogs holler, man.
Yeah,
it's crazy how much stuff I used to hear and I didn't really understand it until I got older.
Yeah,
and I'm like, bro, like at the end of the day, that's just like the comments that I made about the community stuff. You know how many people about to drop subliminals without saying my name because I said that as a result?
Yeah.
And my thing is like, it's like, again, be mad enough at me to do the work. I don't care nothing about like, bro, like, come, like, man, Lionhearted was like really built with nothing going good and nobody having anything good to say. This was not created because it was a popular thing. So for me, when I say this and people get bothered, that's okay. Be so mad that you prove me wrong. But that being mad and thinking we about to go back and forth, like, man, I'm not into that. I'm not in, because ain't none of y'all gonna do nothing.
Y'all better put the plate up and get the fork, bro. There's been a whole lot of cooking going on.
Hey, man.
I ain't gonna lie, man. I really appreciate it.
I appreciate y'all having me. I appreciate the way y'all been riding. And I know nobody got to tell y'all that, but I'm telling y'all, for me, I like to see what happened when the wave died out. That's when I look to see who feel the way they feel. Once it stops trending to be a way, what happens? And with Emmy, people, y'all have stood the test of time with that. Y'all still champion like it was day one. And it's important to have that type of love for somebody, but even more so for people to see that. Because y'all notice that the people who was pump faking, they ain't talking about it no more. They can't have this type of conversation. You know that's how that goes, man. Like the friends, air quote, all that, whatever, Clockety stuff, all that, like all that. Yeah, no, I'm saying.
Went to a grave this year, like that. It's about to be 6 months. Yeah, you know, I know. Her friend.
I would have to say, Emmy. Don't know my. If you don't know my family, you don't know me. If you don't know you may not know everybody, but if you have not met a person in my family, so you can identify them when you see them.
Yeah. And I want to say something because they can't see that, brother. But you know what I'm saying? It's a real conversation. Like it's one thing for people to see that they y'all watch this interview and y'all see different moments and y'all hear different. But this ain't a topic just to be talking about a topic. Because I see you giving that real emotion behind that. And what I'm saying is, real talk. No, like, because people need to understand that it's not a publicity. Like, this is real. Like, when I'm saying, people don't talk about the insecurity that comes from stepping into the light, doing the stuff that I do. They don't talk about, like, when I'm at home and I'm feeling like I ain't enough. Because I remember when I was hearing jail doors closed and when I was breaking their houses and when I was robbing, when I was getting shot at, I remember that. So when I go talk to people, they're like, oh my God, you're so inspirational. I remember the side that was like nowhere near that. So they don't see this part. That's why people love B-side or B-roll clips so much. Because they can see what's in front of the camera, but they get to see what's happening when the stuff not on. So I'm glad you took them glasses off because some of y'all that was saying y'all was riding for Emmy never felt like that. You never felt like that about the situation. And for me, you said a lot sitting at this table, but that gesture by itself, you know what I'm saying? I've been this side since I was 14. So they seen that too, but they also got to see the authenticity of you. That's what Lionhearted is about, helping people understand, like, bro, be brave and courageous enough to be you. Be that. The hood need to see that. Yeah. They need to see that. Somebody that they ain't about to try, not hiding what they got going on inside of them. That's why I'm telling you, like, that's why I'm like, bro, I need them to understand what just happened at this table. Because that's something that, hey, man, like, I got so much respect for y'all, man. Like, that's powerful. And so I ain't gonna let you do that, and I saw you wipe it. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes tears fall, and then we can close out, because y'all, I'm sorry. But I really feel like you need to hear this. When you cry like that, when your body does that, that's your nervous system feeling like it's safe enough to release certain emotions. I'll be riding through the streets and I hear a song and it'll be like, man, we feel good, da 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 da. And then I'm driving and I'm smiling, but for some reason tears is falling. So, I'm a dude that like to know why stuff happening. And I looked it up, and what they was talking about is what's happening for me in that moment was my nervous system finally feels safe enough to release stuff that I've been holding on to. So even though I'm happy and there ain't nothing going on, I'm just enjoying life. them tears is falling because I finally feel safe enough to let them happen. So for me, y'all can give me the accolades. Hey, bro, this interview was fire. He ate. But when I see you feeling safe enough to let something out, that's what Lionhearted is. That's the mission for me, to create spaces where I'm not responsible for anybody's individual healing, but I create spaces where they can heal. I can't make you drink, but I can show you where the pond at. Yeah.
All right, y'all. Now, y'all already know what the fuck going on. If y'all ain't got nobody to do it for, make sure y'all doing it for Emmy, because if she was here, she would definitely be doing it for y'all. Come on now.
Shout out to Twine, man. We catch y'all next week. You already know, man.
So next time, y'all. Peace.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna get the Lionhearted.
Man, you know what? I'm tripping. I got y'all.
Jay,
Jay!
come on, bro. Hurry up.
I don't know why they